Alright, let's get started with this new video where we're gonna try out another 3D model generator from an image. In this case, it's called Rodin, which you can find on this website, Hyper3D AI. So let's take a look. I already have an image that I generated with a guide. I'm gonna go in here. You can generate it from text, but obviously the best way is always from an image, right? After all, the images are also generated with a guide. So I'm gonna upload the image. Well, let's see how this model does. Here it is. This is how it generated it. As we can see, it's pretty good. It interpreted all the shapes, even back here. I made this one without hands, so it would have two cannons. So later I can add some shots to the rail. What you can't do here is make other attempts. Supposedly it keeps improving. I usually try 2 or 3 attempts, but even on the first one it turns out pretty well. Alright, I'm gonna stick with this option, and what I'll do now is confirm so it adds the materials. Here I can add more details, I guess that's what this is for. And here I have smooth checked. I'm gonna check asymmetry and leave the rest as is. Let's hit confirm. Alright, and now supposedly, oh no, we have to generate the textures, of course. We had already confirmed the model. Now we're going to apply this texture, which obviously comes from the image we uploaded. Here I'm going to set this to the maximum, I suppose. That would be better. And well, I'll click generate here. And here is the finished model. The textures are actually pretty good. Well, here it added those shadows. But, right? Because the original model had these spots here as if they were reflections. But anyway, that's pretty good. The model is pretty good. Honestly, I'm quite satisfied with it, so I'm gonna rig it with AccuRig and then take it from there to Unreal. You can also rig it with Mixamo, right? Either one, both are free and they work for bringing it into Unreal. So I'm gonna download it here and move on to AccuRig. Alright, I'm here in AccuRig and I did the same thing as in the other video. Brought it in to rig it here. It's a free rigging tool from Reallusion. I almost always use this one, as I said. Mixamo is also available, but I feel like this one works a bit better. I need to, well, have the character positioned right in the center. I'm going to enable symmetry here, and then we'll tell it to add the bones to the skeleton. Alright, now we have it rigged, so we're gonna export it to Unreal, but in a pose and without the textures. In this case, I'm gonna export it like this because I'm gonna import animations later that will come with this pose. So I'm going to export it like this. Here I'm gonna choose export FBX as Unreal and Original without the textures. Alright, I'm here in Unreal, so I'm gonna import that. I leave this checked like this, and here in animation nothing. Okay, I'm gonna put it here and bring in the textures that I got when I unpacked the file I downloaded from Rodin. That's where I had the textures, so I'll bring them in here. I'm gonna bring them all in, and now I'll see which ones I'll use because I don't think I need all of them. So let's choose the texture here. I'm gonna bring all of these over, and now I'll see which ones I'll connect. This one, which is diffuse well, it's the main one because it has all the colors. Then this one is metallic. The normal, yes, we will definitely connect that as well. ensuring that this crucial component is properly integrated into the system for optimal functionality. And this particular one is the roughness, which is a very important property. Alright, now let's see if we can add the animations. I'm gonna try with some motion capture files I have here from Meshkapad video. Let's try with those same ones, but first we need to do the retargeting. So let's grab, for example, any one of these, and let's carefully observe the process as we attempt this with the automatic retargeting feature, a sophisticated function designed to seamlessly adjust and align elements. We can clearly see that it performs its intended task with remarkable precision and efficiency, working just fine and achieving the desired outcome without any issues or complications. Now, let's proceed to thoroughly test its functionality right here, ensuring its reliability and confirming its consistent performance in various scenarios. It works pretty well. And well, here we can add the particles, the shots. So in another little video, I'm going to make some animation directly. But well, just like in the other video, honestly, this one is also quite good, this generator of 3D models from an image. So yeah, I'm going to create a scene, some action with this. Obviously, if you have knowledge of Blender, you can improve everything related to the mesh, the texture swell, you can improve it a lot more, right? But in this video, the idea was to show how we go from the image to Unreal through rigging and all that. So well, I'm gonna keep experimenting with this site. I've been testing with these models. I'll generate a few more and I'll try to make an animation to upload later on social media and share it with you all. Alright, see you in the next little video.